for those who want to learn how to set up barcode asset tracking, could you walk us through the process?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not as daunting as it seems. Essentially, an asset barcode is just a barcode. That's all it is. It's just like a barcode that you would see on products. In fact, asset barcodes are probably easier to deal with, generally speaking, because if you have a barcode on a product, oftentimes you're going to have to have a GS1 registered barcode, that there's a cost that comes along with that, where in asset tracking, essentially it is just internal.
Yeah.
So you can just create your own barcodes. There's no problem with that because you don't need outside organizations to recognize those barcodes. Exactly. And who doesn't like free stuff?
Free.
Yeah, free. And it's super easy to set up. We'll kind of get into there's the very basics in this episode. We have another episode 3, where we talk about creating a barcode system from scratch. So check that out. We'll leave the link in the description if you want a kind of a big detailed overtake of what barcodes are, how to do the barcode system.
We
and all
also have
that.
episode 13 as well on like which barcode scanners to use, which printers. So definitely check that out as well.
We have everything covered when it comes to barcodes. And if you're a manufacturer specifically, we have an episode on
episode 12.
Episode 12 on barcoding. So you can do if you ever need to know anything about barcodes, just check back at our past episodes for sure. But we'll get into kind of the basics of it. So essentially all you're going to need is you're just going to need your barcodes, and you can create those with either a barcode font. We actually have one of those free to use. We'll leave the link for the description for that. You can also use online barcode generators. Most of them, as far as I know, are very much free. If you have a system already that you're using, say you're using inFlow Stockroom or something like that, you can generate barcodes right in the app. So that's great. All of our inFlow products actually have barcode capabilities. We have built-in barcoding. So whatever you're using, generally there'll probably be a way to create a barcode with any good software. So I'm putting ours in that category, of course. But other than that, of course, once you have your actual barcode, you can, the printer, you can actually just use an office jet printer if you really want. A lot of businesses, though, if they're using barcodes in any capacity, will generally have a barcode printer already, a barcode scanner already. So that, you're already kind of set up to do asset tracking in that sense. But if you don't have those things, you can use an office printer. That's no big deal. You can even use your cell phone as a scanner, to double as a scanner. So the barrier of entry is
super low.
Super low. Yeah, it's super low.
Anyone
can do. Yeah, everyone has a cell phone. I think it's like mandatory now these days. Pretty much everyone has one attached to their hand anyway, right? So that's all you're going to need, it's really again easy to get started.
So you really don't need any super high tech setup at all.
No. Yeah. Again, cell phone is super easy. Like if you're using inFlow Stockroom, we have like a label designer built in, so you can kind of create your barcodes, put them on the label, design your label in any way, print them out right into the app. It just makes it really, really easy to kind of
always
get started.
Start small and then upgrade as you go too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just can't. I need to say something about Excel.
Spreadsheets, of course.
So you can get by without even having barcode software. You can use Excel and have barcodes kind of work.
Manually type it.
Yeah, so essentially it works as like a super fast way of like searching products. So you have all of your products listed in your spreadsheet. Each one has a barcode attached in the cell. You could just use like Control Find, scan the barcode. It'll basically type that number in, and then it'll find that specific product. Not the greatest workflow, very clunky and whatnot. But yeah, it's even possible to do it without software if you really wanted to track your assets.
Wow, so you really can get started for free.
Yeah, you can actually get started and do it for free if you have Excel, which most businesses do. But it's not going to be great for like larger businesses, but if you're starting off smaller team or whatever, maybe start off with just Excel, and then you can kind of upgrade later on to using an inventory software.
It's good to know for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So you mentioned inFlow Stockroom earlier. It's a really good software to scan in and scan out, but what about hardware?
So we actually have a full ecosystem. Barcodes have always been a big part of our lives here at inFlow. We see the value in them. We've always been trying to get small businesses to realize that they're not just for the big boys, and girls. They are for everybody.
Very inclusive, thank you.
They're very much for everyone, for all shapes and sizes of businesses. And so that's why we decided that we were going to develop our own hardware. So we have options for Bluetooth scanners. We have wired USB scanners. We have our kind of our star, our smart scanner.
Yeah.
It's kind of a great thing. It has inFlow kind of just preloaded right into it, built right in. Yeah, like you said. So I mean, these are really great options that kind of work so well within the inFlow ecosystem with our software. We just recently released the inFlow portable printer. You can see all that stuff just behind you, and you can see how small that printer is. It's like it fits in the palm of your hand. It has great print quality. It's really, we took the time to do the R&D on that and to really make it as useful for our customers as possible. So we really listened to like what they wanted, you know, and we're going to have some accessories coming out for that as well. So like a little strap. Yeah. And the smart scanner, we have accessories for that as well. We have a pistol grip. So it turns it into a more traditional scanning device that people are used to.
Charging dock as well.
Charging dock. Yeah. There's even a hand grip. So there's all kinds of different ways you can kind of like get the most out of the hardware that we use, but they all work really, really well with inFlow. So it's a great way to kind of, if you're looking to upgrade this, and they're all within a good price point. They're not going to break the bank or anything like that. They are very much affordable as far as the competition is concerned. So but
if you want to avoid using Excel or getting any inventory headaches, just skip it.
Just skip it. Just
go straight to the hardware.
Just be, you know, like it's like the Apple ecosystem, but it's the inFlow ecosystem. You know, it all works and talks together really well.
Don't make life hard. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Exactly.